You read the title. You know what it's about. Let's get right to it. So in order to stop feeling like a loser, to do things that you know are beneficial to you, first things first, you have to realize the fact, you have to agree with the fact that you control yourself. Nobody else and nothing else controls you but you. Not your parents, not your teachers, not your girlfriend, not your boyfriend, not your friends, not the news, not the television, not the radio, not your favorite rappers. Nobody but you controls you. So you have to ask yourself, whose standards am I living by? Am I living by what my mom, girlfriend, boyfriend, dad, sister, brother, friends, family, teachers? Am I living by what they want me to do? Am I following the news and the media and wearing my coronavirus mask just because they said to on the television? Am I suffocating myself just because that's what they want me to do? Or are you doing it because it's what you want to do? Are you doing it out of respect for other people so you don't get them sick? How would you get them sick if you're not sick? You have to question things. You have to think for yourself, make decisions for yourself, by yourself. It doesn't mean that you can't get help. It just means you can't rely on help. If you need to, you could even throw yourself a pity party where you purposely just dwell on bullshitty shitness and cry about stuff and feel like a victim for a little hour or day of your time so you can let it go and move on with things. Just purposely allow yourself to feel like shit once so you can see that things aren't so bad, and then just remove the negativity from your own life. You have to ask who, what, when, where, why do I feel this way? Who makes these feelings come up? Or what is it that I think about that causes these feelings to come up? Why do I think about these things? Why do I feel these things? Where is it that this negativity comes from? Is it actually negativity from within myself that I'm storing somewhere? From maybe my past, like when I was a child? Or does this negativity come up when I'm around my family, for example? Or is it when I go to these dinners with these specific people that just cause me to feel a certain way? And then just question, am I thinking for myself? Do I actually think this way? Or does somebody else think this way and I'm just thinking like they do? You have to ask yourself questions. And after you ask yourself these questions and you realize that you are in control of you and nobody else is, you then have to realize that energy flows where attention goes. So if you focus on positive things, your attention will flow to this positive thing, and this positive thing will grow because your attention is upon it. If you do the same thing with something negative, then this negative thing will grow. There's only the law of attraction. There is no law of assertion, which means that things can only be magnetically pulled to you. Things cannot be forcefully pushed upon you. There's only attract to, not push upon. So with the fact that energy flows where attention goes, and the fact that there are good feelings and bad feelings, when you focus on thoughts that make you feel good, you will feel more good because you are attracting more positivity to yourself. And that good feeling is actually your vibration or your frequency increasing. When your frequency is increased, you are in a better mood, and by being in a better mood, you feel more willing to take risks or to put yourself out there. And by putting yourself out there and taking risks, you are more likely to attract positive scenarios. And even if it's not a positive scenario, you still attract growth, you attract experience. And the difference between somebody with a victim mentality or a poor lack mindset and somebody with a power mentality or a rich abundant mindset is that the person on this hand, the low self-esteem person, they are too afraid to take risk in the first place, and so nothing ever happens. They don't take steps towards their goals, and so their goal never takes step towards them. Rich or abundant mindset type people, on the other hand, they know that their goals are not going to walk towards them, and that they have to take risk, or that they have to put themselves out there. And so they do take the steps. And even if they do fail, they know that failures are just stepping stones on the path towards success. People such as myself, so far in life at least, we like to, it's not that we like it, it's just what we're programmed with, so it's what we do. But we're too afraid to take steps in the first place, and so we don't make decisions to move forward. And by not making a decision, that is your decision. So with the fact that energy flows where tension goes, what that literally is manifestation, or the law of attraction. And manifesting is a completely natural, ordinary, human thing that every single person in the world does. At all times, we're manifesting. There is never a second in your life that you are not manifesting something, because as you are thinking thoughts, your thoughts are being released from you as energy, and that energy flows where your attention was, and it will attract the thing back to you. So manifestation is literally, you get what you think about. So if you're able to take the perspective that failure is just progress, then you're able to learn from your mistakes. You're able to appreciate the fact that you were willing to take the step, and even though you failed, at least you learned something. Now you have more experience, and knowledge turns to wisdom. So if your perspective is on improving yourself, then the energy will be attracted to you of self-improvement. If you consider yourself to be a dry or a humble sponge, what this would mean is that by being humble, you never assume that you know everything, and there's always something to absorb. Like a sponge, you're always willing and able to learn something. So no matter where you look in life, there's always knowledge to be found and experiences to be had. By striving for growth, you are able to make the decision to basically fall in love with the process of self-growth. If you loved more than anything just improving upon yourself, then there is nothing in life that could stop you from that. There are what are called if-then statements, which is literally just fill in the blank. If blank, then blank. So if I focus upon positive feeling thoughts and improving myself, then positivity and self-improvement is what I will have. If I dwell upon bad problems and bullshitty feelings, then I will manifest more and more problems that cause me to feel shitty. Bad problems, good solutions. Choose where to focus. Life is too short to wait for the perfect moment. There is no other time than right now. The past and the future are both just figments of our imagination. The future is just a possible outcome, and the past is a memory of something that you have had happen. But the past and future themselves do not actually exist other than within your own mind. So technically, the past and future both exist right now, and right now is all there actually is. Past, present, and future all exist simultaneously right now, because right now is, and the past and future are both within your own mind, and your own mind is here right now, and so whatever you think about is also here right now. Boom. Stop being brainwashed. Stop allowing the world to control your own thoughts. Don't allow anybody or anything to control your own thoughts. Choose for yourself what it is you want to believe. Don't give a what the news tells you. Don't give a shit what other people are worried about, what the Kardashians are doing, or what your favorite rapper says in this one song where he's stacking money to the roof and you think it's just going to magically happen to you. How? Shout out to Hobson. We're all the same. There is no difference between anybody other than A, environmental circumstance, where it is you were born, or what kind of family you were born into. Get off my drink, bug. Or B, the decisions that you make based off of the circumstances you are dealt with. So if you're able to keep a positive perspective, then no matter what circumstances you're dealt with, you're able to shift it in such a way where you can create benefit for yourself. No matter what happens, you control your own mind. You control the perspective that you take on blank. No matter what, you choose how you think about it. Nobody makes your decisions for you, so don't let them. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. So basically, in summary, you just have to choose. You just have to make the decision to care about yourself a little bit more, to where you're willing to not do the things that just bring very temporary satisfaction, and instead do the thing that brings long-term growth or long-term benefit. So instead of going on Instagram and scrolling mindlessly and clicking on big butts or six-pack abs, instead of that very temporary satisfaction, instead read a book. Or instead of going on YouTube and scrolling and clicking on random video after random video just because the thumbnail catches your eye, instead of having no real purpose for what video you're watching, either go on YouTube with a purpose, an intention of what it is you plan on watching, or listen to a podcast. Instead of going on the computer, grabbing your tissues and your lotion bottle and typing in hub.com, instead of that, just go exercise or something. Just do some push-ups. If you have all that energy in you where you just feel, oh, I gotta release something, then exert physical pressure upon yourself. Release the energy in some other form where it doesn't cause you to literally deplete yourself of nutrients. In France, they call it the mini death. So in summary, just stop doing the things that bring you very temporary satisfaction and do the things instead that bring you long-term benefit. Meditation, cold showers, semen retention, exercise, eating healthy, meditation. I think I just said that. I need to meditate. Reading books, listening to podcasts, watching YouTube videos with actual intention behind it, listening to music with positive lyrics, making the decisions that feel hard now, but you know will be worth it later. Control your own mind and just do what you know will bring you long-term benefit. Stop allowing people to make your decisions for you. Even if you think you're making your own decision, you can be making it out of fear of judgment. And so you think to yourself, that was my decision to do that thing. But if you ask yourself why you did the thing, your answer would be, because I, myself, was afraid of what this other person might think. So I made the decision to do the thing. But would you have done it if that other person did not exist? And if your answer is no, then did you really do it for yourself? So yeah, that's it. Just make decisions for yourself. Know that you and your perspective shape the life that you are living. Know that nobody else can make your decisions for you. Know that energy flows where attention goes. Let shit go that does not serve you. What happens to you does not matter. What you do with what happens to you is what matters. Anyway, sorry I talk so much. Hopefully it's not so unbearable that you've already clicked away 10 minutes ago. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, even if it's a negative one, because I'll appreciate it either way. Peace.